Victoria, venga para acá.
Here I'm replanting my houseplants. I have a ZZ and a Dracaena. I got them a long time ago, and I had potted the ZZ really tiny. It did good for a couple of years, and now it's just been sitting in my house, and I decided to upgrade it, as well as my Dracaena that I had at the office that had split off, and I put it in water culture, and that's what it is now. So I'm taking it out of its pot, dusting some of the soil off, and putting it into a slightly bigger pot because this one grows tall normally, and I want it to get as big as the mother plant, which was around 4 to 5 feet tall. I'm just going to continue to fill it up with soil until it sits the way that I want it to sit, nice and sturdy and with enough space at the top so that when I fill it with water, when I water it daily, it can get full but not overflow and spill dirt all over the place. Also, remember when you have indoor houseplants to take a rag, a moist rag with just, water, wipe down the leaves to remove the dust that accumulates on top of them to keep them happy and shiny. Now the ZZ pot that I'm stepping up, I wanted to originally put it in this big, larger container that I have, just because it's prettier, and I didn't really have any other bigger ones. So I started off by putting soil at the bottom, just thinking that I was going to take it, one big chunk and stick it in there. But as I pulled it out, I can actually split this into two and have two new plants, because who doesn't like more plants? So after a little trouble initially splitting it with the it's got really tuberous roots, I was able to finally divide it. It looks like it went through hell, but it'll be all right. ZZ While I'm repotting, really I'm still debating, do I want to turn it 3 or do I want it to turn it to 2? Ultimately, I just decided for 2 because ZZs like to be a little root bound, so I didn't want to stick, just one of them into a pot and have it root rot. I don't want to risk losing the plant I already have. My daughter's always in the background playing as I'm doing my gardening, just because I'm stay-at-home full-time, and she only takes one nap a day, so she's in most of my videos in the back just playing around or messing with the dirt. I'm taking them to the front to water now, because you should always water in your new plants. Later on, I decided to clean up a garden bed that I have at the side of the house. It wasn't even a garden bed. It's just the space that I have by the side of the house where I decided we could do brassicas. This is blue fescue that I put into containers. I really enjoy just touching them and opening them. It's like I used to get subscription boxes, and I canceled them because of the budget. Now I just do this instead. It's really hard to open them.
End of March.
But I've had really good luck with all of them. All of them except for my old seeds. I did a test to see if they were still viable, and the ones that didn't sprout didn't end up being viable. So that was the problem. But I finally got this open, and that's cucumbers that I'm holding up right there. I got around 16 cucumbers pop out. I still have no idea where I'm gonna put them at. I've decided to try this new technique. I didn't hear about it anywhere. It's just adopting a little bit of backyard garden and no-till gardening. We'll see how it goes. I'll be documenting it.
Grass,
I think
cat
I'm
grass
pulling
that I
out
had given to
tomatoes
Cynthia
right there in
that
my
she
hand.
didn't have a good
Oh
job
no,
doing.
it's yarrow. It's the herb yarrow.
Yeah.
It's got really pretty flowers and it's medicinal. I've been really into medicinals lately. Trying to
Achillea, I've never grown.
get into tinctures and homemade.
14 of these.
How we looking, hon?
Look at the cucumbers.
Wow.
They're
Wow. Good job, babe.
good, right? Beefsteak tomatoes.
Good freaking job.
Impatience could still
You're being good.
use a lot of time. These are the red cherry tomatoes. Look at them.
Ay, 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 ay.
Oh, this is the Gorilla Tape.
You got bubbles. Bubbles.
That's where the future garden bed is gonna be.
The red cherry tomatoes. Can't really capture how pretty everything looks right now, but this is my favorite time of day. I love being out here every day. I come out here and take a look at my garden. I bring the baby outside. She loves to be outside. Pretty soon we're going to be installing a garden bed behind me. We want to add as many crops as we can to this property. Right along this right here, that's my husband's detached garage that we plan on remodeling and matching the exterior of the house someday soon. So we have 2 grapes planted right here. I'm still deciding if I want them to go up and over this way. I still don't know, or I'm probably gonna end up moving them as time goes by, but for now, this is what it is. I don't really have any plans set out on anything. I'm just going with the flow, the natural flow of the property here. Besides that, I'm waiting on my beefsteak tomatoes, my sugar baby watermelons, my impatiens, and my green honeydews to get bigger before I open them and step them up like those guys. But I'm still waiting on the crimson sweet watermelon, the summer squash, summer savoy, Hale's jumbo cantaloupes. I got white roses, lavender, yellow wonder peppers, dahlias, and one of my apple seeds actually sprouted, so cheers to that.